Hey, I'm Jeff. I'm here to show you how to effectively clean your shoes in the most frugal manner ever with just products around the house. Well, what I brought with me is a water bottle with about a tablespoon of detergent, non-bleach of course, in case it gets on your canvas and stuff like that, you don't want to bleach it. A pencil with a clean eraser. I'll show you how to use this later, but yeah, it's a very effective tool on cleaning vulcanized shoes. An old toothbrush. Try not to use the one you have in case, you know, you want to brush your teeth later, brushing it with dirt and mud and stuff. Cloth. Always effective too. Good for pretty much just wiping and smearing stuff. And some paper towels to pick up the excess moisture. I brought a couple pairs of shoes with me today, varying levels of dirtiness on the soles. This one I've worn about probably like 30 times. It's pretty dirty, but still pretty clean. These half cabs too. I've actually worn these only a couple of times, but it's kind of getting there. I would say like medium kind of dirty. So what we have here is a vulcanized sole. Fairly dirty on the sides, and because of the way I drive, it's fairly dirty on the back right heel right here. So for the eraser, since these are rubber soles, in rubber against rubber eraser, it'll cause friction and actually take off stains and dirt. Well, not just stains, but more dirt off of the sole. So you see this whiter spot here as opposed to dirtier spots. It's a very effective way to take off dirt off your shoes. It's actually one of the messier ways because you're going to have more pretty much rubber particles all over the place. So I don't recommend doing this first. I recommend doing this after you actually wipe the shoes clean. For that, I have about a tablespoon of color-safe detergent in here in a water bottle. And you want to use just a little bit of water on here so you don't cause too much of a mess. And you may be asking yourself why I'm not using a sponge. A sponge holds a lot more water and it'll be a lot messier. And you don't want any of the dirtier water to touch pretty much any part of the other shoe. And you can just pretty much just scrub. And as you can see right here, it's taken off a lot of the dirt already. And this is for my worst shoe, my worst condition shoe. So that works off real well. And if you do have any excess water, that's what the paper towels are for. If you have too much water on there, you want to pretty much dry it off as fast as possible so none of the dirtier, pretty much because the water gets black, you don't want it to touch any part of the other shoe. Otherwise, you're pretty much staining your shoe and just making it worse. What I brought the toothbrush for is because some of the soles actually have texturing up in front, so the rag won't always get into the deeper portions of the shoe. So you kind of want to loosen up the dirt first. Just pretty much scrub it like you're brushing your teeth. Just don't put it in your mouth, and you'll be all good. Then you can take the rag afterwards and pretty much just wipe it clean. And it gets your way cleaner before and then right here. Pretty much that's the way I clean my shoes. For the eraser, I like using it on the back portions, on the darker portions of the shoe, which are harder to scrub. You want to get these off as well. You can see the color difference after I'm done. Right here. You can see the color difference. It's way whiter here where I did erase as opposed to right here. Pretty much you can salvage any of your shoes in any way possible. So pretty much when you clean your kicks, you should probably at least clean them when you have time. I'm not saying you have to clean them after every time you use them. At least once a month, once a week. Just try and maintain them so you can pretty much increase the longevity of the shoe. As for mud, a lot of you probably asking yourselves, what if I get mud on my shoes? One, if you get mud pretty much on the top portion of your shoe, like this canvas shoe right here, you get mud on the top, you're going to want to let it dry first. If you try and take the mud off while it's still wet, you're going to pretty much smear it and embed it into the material. And then take probably a suede brush or just any brush in general and just brush it off right when it dries off. Then you can start cleaning it with your rag and your detergent water You just start patting it and rubbing it through, and it should come off. Or you can just protect your shoes with Scotch Guard or any type of water repellent protectant. Well, that's all I have for cleaning shoes. Pretty much all you need: your dirty kicks, a rag, some paper towels for pretty much cleaning up dirty water so it doesn't get all over your other stuff, a toothbrush, used of course and never used again on your mouth, a clean eraser, and pretty much detergent water, color safe detergent, about a tablespoon of color safe detergent, and warm or cold water.